Hey guys, it's me again, it's Tavares. Just wanted to come to you guys today to tell you more about myself and who I am as a person and why I have this YouTube page and what made me want to start my YouTube page a long time ago. But pretty much, I have been dancing for a long time. I've been dancing since I was little, and I started my YouTube page back when I was in middle school. I think I had to be. I probably was like at least maybe in like the fifth grade when I first started it, or I believe. And it was just, like I watched movies like Step Up, looked at the people like Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Usher, like people like that because like that's who I want to be like. And it just made me feel like I was, on a stepping stone to get to where they were as people and as entertainers and as performers and as dancers because I want to be just like them. But so I grew up in West Palm Beach, Florida, like the city town, and then like I moved out to Loxahatchee, but you were like wouldn't really know what that is. It's kind of like a small town, but out west from like the main city area, and I've been here for like 10 years. Grew up here with everyone, and I mean I got used to it after a while. Like at first I was like I'm leaving the city, but really the city is like maybe 20-30 minutes of a drive out, so it's not like I'm still like so far away from everything. It's just more of like to get away from all the traffic and things like that. Like you're kind of just calm in your own space, everything like that. But so besides that, so me being a dancer through high school, when I got to high school is when I really started like dancing more and more and more because I got involved in a high school like program that they had at my high school, and so like with that like it was like I was enrolled into the dance one class because I waited to dance in my sophomore year, and so with that being said, so like being in the dance one class, it was just more of like you're just getting into the gist of things. You're not really doing like the pep rallies and stuff like that they have. But you guys, we did dance shows and stuff like that. Our last dance show of the school year, they had us get into groups, and we had like an AB America's Best Dance Crew themed dance show, and so they had us get into groups and like we had to make our own choreography, have our own costumes, have our own technique, all of the little things that they would give you on America's Best Dance Crew if you watched the show back when it was on. And so my group, we had to get we our theme was geeks and popular girls. And so I was a geek, I was the main geek, and I made up all the choreo. We had to crump, we had to do the Cupid shuffle while being connected. We just had to make sure that we sold the show. So my group ended up winning, and this is the medallion for it. Um, it was 2014, and it says Best Dance Crew, if you can see it right there. And so that was like a major accomplishment for me as a dancer because it's like this is what I love to do, and I always like tried to stand out in a way. So it was just like little things up to that stepping stone where I had to make sure that my group won because I wanted us to like show out on the stage, and that's what we ended up doing. And so I felt like this is for me. This is what I have to do. This is like what we need to do. And ever since then, ever since I joined the dancing program at my high school, I felt like that's where was meant to be because every time we either performed at a pep rally or we were on stage at a show or in class, like I just felt like it was my home. Like walking into dance class was my second home away from my home. So I felt like this is just who I am. I'm aside from the dancing, I'm the youngest of three. So I'm the baby. Everyone's like, you're the baby. I'm always be the baby boy. And I mean, I really don't have a problem with that. But me, I'm very independent. I don't like relying on anyone because my parents raised me to know that if you need to get something, you get it on your own. You don't ever rely on someone to get it for you because at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you have it for yourself. And so that's what I like to stand by as a person. I like to make sure that I can be independent. I don't have to, ask anyone for a handout or ask anyone for anything that's a necessity for me that I need because that's just something that I was raised to know, like, and have the morals of don't always rely on someone to get something for you because that person is not always going to be there and you're always going to be there for yourself. So you have to make sure that you take the steps and do what you need to do to secure what you're going to need. But anyways, besides that, um, my senior year of high school, we had the senior super world of guy and girl dedicated dancer. And well, what do you know? I won. So this is my crown that I wore in my last senior pep rally, and getting this as the from the votes and everything like that, it made me feel really accomplished because I love dancing, and ever since I came into dancing at my school, they always were like hype when I was getting on stage or hype when I was getting on the floor, like to perform in front of them. So it always made me feel good that people scream my name and hype me up because it's like this is what I love to do, and this is what I love to showcase my talent to everybody. So when people are yelling my name and they're gonna be like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like, it made me feel good about myself. So that's what I like, and that's who I am. Even though sometimes being a dancer, you don't always like to have your name screamed, or you don't always have to be hyped up because it messes up your train of thought. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's cool. Um, but a couple of months ago, I got the opportunity to go to World of Dance, and I got this hat. I also got a tank top or like a jersey, but I can't find it right now. So I got this World of Dance hat, and I was dancing with a couple of people, but when I was a junior in high school, it was towards our last dance show in May, and my friends were like, "You guys want to go to a hip hop class?" And I'd never been to a studio class like besides like school, and I've always been dancing at home. So I was like, "Sure, like let's try this out." And so we went, and I learned a routine to wine by Tinashe, and the choreographer was Brian Pintos. Great guy, great choreographer, very good person. Always polite, had a lot of energy. He was my first studio class I'd ever taken, ever, and I was 17. So, you know, danced for him for at least like a year or 2 years, and so that was like my home. Like academia was my home to dance. Well, first it was elite, and then he moved over to academia. So like when he moved, I moved, like, because he gave me my opportunity to dance and to perform. So it was like I was in YouTube videos with him that he has on his page. I have them on my old YouTube page, but I'm doing my best to get those videos back to post so you guys will see those. um but anyways, we were doing a World of Dance submission at Academia, which is based in Wellington, Florida, and we have brought people on, like, well, my director now, people that I dance with now, Dominique Franklin, and so our video submission didn't get picked that we did Academia, but Dominique submitted a video for his studio. We'll dance with them because Dominique, he submitted a video submission for them before we were dancing with them, like just as for the dance, and so they got accepted. He brought us on. We practiced like every day of the week, or well, every night of the week until leading up to World of Dance. We went and we placed 12 out of 21 teams, which is not that bad. And so like it made me grow from that. And Dominique, one day pulled me aside. He was like, I see something in you, and I want to know if you want to join. So I joined, and I'm glad that I did because it was like the best decision I ever could make, and it really made me happy about the decision because now it feels like I'm a part of something, and I'm a part of just being able to dance because this is what I love to do. It's just the opportunity of being able to do it, and it's cheap. $45 a month. That's not bad at all compared to other studios that make you pay like $100 or $1,000 for competition season and stuff like that. Like outrageous prices, and it's just the opportunity. We are competing in the Stars of the Future competition, and so we had to be caveman for that. So my costume came in yesterday, and so I had to wear this. But I mean, before we did Exorcist show for World of Dance and for 2 other competitions. But honestly, I love dancing. I don't mind wearing a costume, breaking up the theme and everything for routine. It's part of the show, and at the end of the day, why not? It's